So when we're talking about the gases, which is the oxygen, nitrogen, and carbon dioxide, we have to understand that the carbon dioxide is the only gas we don't get from the environment, but we actually exhale to regulate it. The carbon dioxide is getting produced in the body cells by metabolism, as a part of metabolism. Metabolism is
It is produced in
burning.
the body cells?
Yes.
I didn't
The
know.
carbon dioxide,
I thought in the lungs.
no, carbon dioxide is produced in the body cells as a part of metabolism. As a part of making the energy from oxygen. So when the oxygen is getting consumed in the cells, it's getting burned. So the carbon dioxide is something which is seen as a waste product. But in the good system, we actually don't have waste product, because waste product help us to regulate the whole system,
Yeah.
which is also done in the way we are made, the way we are designed as human beings. So we get oxygen as a part of the energy to feed the cells with energy. Then we produce carbon dioxide that we regulate by exhalation. Okay, and we have nitrogen too, and we use a little bit of nitrogen, but we use it actually to produce a hormone called nitrogen monoxide, where the oxygen and nitrogen bind together in a molecule called nitrogen monoxide. The nitrogen monoxide is very interesting. It's actually it's produced different places in the body, but one of the most effective places, it's placed here on the back side of your oral cavity, in the gland called Langerhans gland. It's not an endocrine gland, but it's an exocrine gland. Endocrine gland, they put hormones into the bloodstream. Exocrine glands, they put hormones on the, like on the skin, on the surface of the skin, or in the inner surface of the bronchs, for example, or in the inner surface of the lungs, inner surface of the some place in the oral cavity. So this gland is producing nitrogen monoxide. Nitrogen monoxide we need to acutely regulate the diameter of our vessels, both in bloodstream and the breathing apparatus, which is bronchs, bronchioles. So nitrogen monoxide can dilate very quickly. And nitrogen monoxide is used by medical industry in many pills, like for example Viagra, when we need to dilate some particular places in our body. So the blood streams in by dilating it. We have nitrogen monoxide as the product in the Viagra, and we have nitrogen monoxide also in the nitroglycerin, which we put under the tongue when we have a heart attack to dilate the vessels, to lesser the pressure on the heart, so the beat falls, and the heart pressure falls. Okay, the pressure of the blood. And the other thing, we actually, it's also we need nitrogen when we regulate the communication between nerve cells. And nitrogen monoxide, it actually regulates the filtering voltage of the communication between cells. So below this level, It's a kind of a gate level. It's a noise, and the communication that has to be processed by the brain is here. So the nitrogen monoxide regulates the filtering level. When we miss nitrogen monoxide, our brain also processes the signals that we really don't need. So we overload our brain by missing nitrogen monoxide. Our brain gets overloaded by processing the unneeded and unwanted noise. Nitrogen monoxide is also a part of the medicine for people with nervous diseases of the nervous system, as for example having depression, or people with disorders, psychological psycho disorders, are the borderline syndrome. They also get the medicine which has nitrogen monoxide. So, how we produce nitrogen monoxide? It's only produced when we are breathing with closed mouth. It's actually very interesting. When we get pressed by the situation or something, we start hyperventilating. We almost always open the mouth to get more air. From this moment on, the production of nitrogen monoxide stops. It's getting produced in the oral cavity, in the gland called the Langerhans gland, with only one condition: when the pressure of air in the oral cavity is positive. It means when the pressure builds up, it's only with closed mouth. When we exhale with closed mouth, all the 4 liters of air we have here, of gas, it goes out through small tiny holes, and it cannot escape like that. So the pressure builds up in the oral cavity, and it's always builds up. So we produce a little bit of nitrogen monoxide all the time to regulate our nervous system, to regulate the opening of the arteries, and to help the heart, and to help the mind. When we open the mouth, the process stops of building up nitrogen monoxide. Nitrogen monoxide also works directly with the part of our autonomous nervous system called parasympathetic system. Parasympathetic, it's something that builds up relaxation. Sympathetic, it's something that builds up activity, builds up when we have to run, when we have to work physically, when we build up anxiety or stress. We work with the sympathetic system. So nitrogen monoxide regulates the parasympathetic level. It brings it down. So it brings the nervous system down. The parasympathetic gets up. Okay?